Good morning, students. Today in this video we'll learn about the non-contact forces. So what is non-contact force? Non-contact forces are those forces which is experienced by the body without being physically touched. It is experienced by the body without being physically touched. So there are three types of non-contact force we need to learn. One is the gravitational force. Second is the electrostatic force. And the third is magnetic force. So first of all, we'll learn about the gravitational force. What is gravitational force? So we have seen, or we have studied about that in universe each particles attract the other particles. So in universe we found that there are certain attraction between the particles. So the particles attract each other. It is due to the presence of mass. So due to presence of mass, the particle experiences attraction. So this force of attraction between them is called gravitational force. So what we experience in universe, suppose this is one particle and this is another particle. So there is an attraction between the particle. Both the particles are attracting each other. So the particles approach each other. The earth also, because of its mass, we know that earth, it is a huge mass, it is having a huge mass. So because of its mass, it also attracts all other masses around it. So we experiences the small particles. When we release it, the particles drops. So it is due to the attraction of the earth. So the force on a body due to earth attraction is called force of gravity. Like suppose there is a planet, and when a body is released, the body falls down to reach the earth's surface. So this force of attraction is due to the force of gravity, or we can say the weight of the body. So always remember that gravitational force is always attractive in nature. Gravitational force is always attractive in nature. It can never be repulsive in nature. It is always attractive. So the formula for gravitation force is written as F equals to G m1 m2 upon r square. So here G is what? G is gravitational constant. And its value is 6.67 into 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. So it is due to the very small value of G, and we write the expression as G m1 m2 upon r square. So if the masses are not so enough, if the masses are small, then the small masses, product of the small masses multiplied by G results in a very small force. And it is due to this reason in practical we do not experience that the masses are attracting each other. So it is valid only in universe. Why? Because in universe the masses are too large, so it counteracts the smaller value of this, and hence the force becomes larger and the particles experiences attraction. Now what is the case of electrostatic force? So in electrostatic force there is the same thing, but the attraction are not due to masses, but here the attraction is due to the presence of charges on the body. Suppose there are two different body. So if one body is positively charged and the other body is negatively charged, so what we experience is the particles are attracting each other. The two body will attract each other. Similarly, if both the particles are positively charged, then we experience repulsion, and similar is the case when both the particles are negatively charged. So when the particles have similar charges, then there occurs repulsion, but when the particles have opposite charges, then there is a attraction. So this force is also represented as F equals to K Q1 Q2 upon R square. So here what is K? K is called electrostatic constant. And the value of K is 9 multiplied by 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square per coulomb. So it is due to the large value of K, we experiences the electrostatic force in practical. We see that if a comb rubbed with hair attracts a piece of paper, so it is in practical applicable. Why? Because this value is not very small, it is very large value. Now if we talk about magnetic force, so magnetic force is the attraction due to the magnetic nature of the material. Like suppose there is a bar, so this bar is one side north and other side it is south. So if this magnet is attracting an iron piece, then what happens? Suppose this is a nail and this is a magnetic bar. So since we can see that the south pole is nearer to the iron nail, so the farther end, that is the farther this end develops the same polarity. So this end will develop south and the nearer end will develop north. So what happens? This south pole attracts the iron nail. And similar is the case if the magnetic bar, that is this side north and this side it is south, then it also attracts the nail. So the farther end acquires the same polarity, whereas the nearer end acquires the opposite polarity. So this process is called induction. So it is due to the property of induction that magnetic substance, magnet attracts a magnetic material. Here also force is inversely proportional to the square of separation. That means if the separation becomes twice, then force becomes 1/4. If R becomes twice of R, then what happens to the force? The force becomes 1/4 of initial force. So out of the three non-contact force, we found that the gravitational force is always attractive in nature, whereas the electrostatic force and magnetic force, it can be attractive as well as it can be repulsive. I'm just highlighting it. Electrostatic forces can be attractive or repulsive, and magnetic force can be attractive or repulsive, whereas the gravitational force is always attractive in nature. So these are all about the three non-contact forces. Thank you.